Yes, we're ready.
Just like when I was a kid, it's like, what are you? I go, well, I'm Italian.
Oh, that's
I was
funny.
more Juan Epstein than I was Vinnie Barbarino.
Hail metalheads! Welcome to another episode of Metal Mastication. In the immortal words of Chevy Chase, I'm your host, Brett Hoag, and you're not. Right now, I want to introduce our main guest, our first guest, the guy who's going to be cooking for us. He's the lead singer, original guitar player in Leatherwolf, now Hail Mary. He's got his own gig going and a bunch of other stuff we'll get into. Mr. Michael Olivieri. Woo! Thank you. Hey, Michael, thanks for being here, man. Great, man. It's so good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Right on, man. So what are we making today,
We
sir?
are making today my mom's chili that floored neighborhoods wherever we lived.
Everybody come running with a bowl.
I've only made it a few times on my own. I got to be honest. When she was passing away, I said, Mom, what is the recipe of the chili at the hospital? She whispered the recipe to me, and I've made it a few times, and every time it came out exactly like I remember it tasting.
So this is a deathbed secret recipe.
Yeah, it's kind of like a deathbed secret recipe.
Dude, I'm honored that you're sharing that with us. Thank you so much. Cool.
What else would I do? That's the only thing I know how to cook. Chicken rockeroni's a whole totally different thing.
Do you do any other cooking at
No,
home?
I'm not really a cook. I got to
Who cooks at home?
my wife is Microwave Mama.
Oh, Microwave Mama. I love that.
Yeah, Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Trader Joe. Yeah. You guys don't do any cooking?
We do. She'll make some great scratch, really healthy. She's into healthy cooking, so everything she makes is very healthy. Everything I make is not healthy.
No, wait. What's your last name, sir?
My last name is Olivieri. It's when my grandfather migrated to Hawaii from Puerto Rico in 1906, somewhere in that time. The last name on the transcripts on the boat was Olivera, Olivera. He migrated to Hawaii, to Honolulu at the time, couldn't get any work, put a few eyes in it and said, what if I'm Italian? Olivieri. It's like, yeah, we got a job for you. Work at the Parks Department, plant all the banyan trees in Kapiolani Park. Yeah. That's the story.
So your dad grew up in Hawaii?
I'm not Italian, although I have an Italian name, and I never felt Italian. But I'm Portuguese and Puerto Rican.
You can pass as Italian.
The name can.
You can talk with your hands. Come on.
I got it. Okay.
See, we can all be Italian.
Man, I just like when I was a kid, it's like, what are you? I go, well, I'm Italian. I don't feel Italian,
Oh, that's
I was
funny.
more Juan Epstein than I was Vinnie Barbarino.
Okay, so this recipe here, it's got some fresh vegetables and some meats.
Yeah.
Why don't you get the meats going? I'll
Okay,
chop
cool.
the vegetables.
All right.
And we'll continue talking.
We got some. We got a mixture of sausages here, the Portuguese sausage and the Italian sausage.
There you go.
So that's pretty cool.
Linguica is your Portuguese.
Is this the meat plate here?
Yes, that is the meat plate, sir.
The cool thing about my last name, Oliveira or Olivieri, however you want to translate it, if you look at the meaning of the name, it's an olive planter.
Oh.
Okay? And my mom's maiden name, who invented this chili, her name is Pimentel, which means pimento farmer.
Oh.
And when you put an olive and a pimento together, what do you get?
A great martini.
You get me.
Oh, I was thinking a martini, but okay.
The pimento goes in the olive.
I see. Okay, I guess we're getting a little X-rated here. I didn't want to do that this episode. Had that with the bass
Should I just cook it all of it?
Yes, sir.
I'm just
cook it all, man.
Okay,
cook it all.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to chop this in a long ways here. Cut that down there. First of all, we probably want to get the meat started.
Yes.
Get that going on.
Yes.
With some onions and
yes,
whatever we got there. Cut that along.
What you asked for, sir. Some onion and
However
some green
it
bell
goes,
pepper.
Man, you know how it does.
Woo.
I love your story of how you got this thing going. I'm a huge fan of the show.
Oh, thank you.
Love what you guys are doing.
Dude, that means so much. Thank you.
I just hope and pray that it just takes off for you guys.
Thank you. Do you come from a musical family?
I do.
Like who?
I'm the youngest of 7 kids.
Oh my gosh.
I learned how to play guitar watching my 2 older brothers play, my older sister. We were kind of the music family. We had we had midnight masses at our house every year when I was a kid.
Wow.
And we'd have these priests come over and do this service in our living room.
Roman
so
Catholic,
all
I'm
the,
guessing?
No, just regular Catholic stuff.
Well, yeah.
I don't know how much Roman it was. But so me being the youngest, everybody picked the melody, so I'd have to sing the harmony somewhere. So that's
right
where I
on.
developed my sense of harmony.
Ah, okay. That's ready to go?
That's ready to go.
Oh, that smells delicious. I love linguiça.
Yeah, man, get that going on there.
I fell in love with linguiça.
Super cool. Yeah,
My
man,
first
that's
trip
good
to Brazil.
Stuff. Oh yeah, right. Very cool.
All right, it looks like this one. You get a bowl here. So are your siblings, are they involved in music now? Are they doing anything with it, or are you the only one?
I'm the only one doing it professionally, although they all play. Every time we get together, me and my older brothers have this cool brotherly harmony thing, you know, the Crosby, Stills, Nash kind of brotherly kind of.
Right on.
You know,
That's
pretty
very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So why, you're not ugly, so
Okay.
we don't think you picked up a guitar to pick up chicks. What got you into music?
It's default, you know. I think it was probably the first, when I was probably 6 years old, maybe, the first Partridge Family episode came out, and I was like, that's freaking cool, man. And I joined the fan club, and they sent me all their stuff.
Oh, really? That's cool.
I would do like these concerts for my mom and dad for me to wind down to go to bed. I had to put on concerts in front of their bed while they'd go to sleep, and I had to do the whole Partridge Family best of, and I would like, it's just, I'd put on the records and I'd sing along and I'd make this little show thing. And yeah, man, so it was always the musical guy. Then I got into high school and I met Jeff Gayer, the guitar player of Leatherwolf. We were in a guitar class together.
Oh.
At the time, I'll back up, but my intentions was to be a Major League Baseball player.
Oh.
That's where my passion lied when I
I
was
see.
a kid.
What position?
I'm a pitcher. I'm a left-handed pitcher.
Yeah?
I still pitch in a men's hardball league.
Oh, wow.
So it was always my passion to kind of do that, and I thought, okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's I always made all-stars. I was always, you know, not patting myself on the back, but I was always one of the best on the teams.
Okay, so that's how you were getting chicks in high school.
No, I wasn't even getting them then.
No, not as a jock?
I didn't get any, man. No.
So what happened going?
Well, me, I'll back up even further. Me and my wife, my current wife, went to grade school together in 4th grade. So we knew, and she was the hottest chick in school.
Wow.
And I couldn't even get her attention for nothing, you know, until I learned how to play guitar and doing my hair out. and I got it.
Yeah, she likes long hair, does she?
So that was cool. But so, you know, baseball led to music. And because music was they went hand in hand as a passion when you were a kid. You know?
Very cool.
Yeah, so.
Very cool. So who, you do both, you sing and play guitar, right? And I've been told by other musicians, of which I am not one, I'm just a fan, that you actually have to learn how to do that to sing and play at the same time. Did you always do that, or did you learn the guitar first and then start singing?
You do it at the same time.
You did it at the same time always?
It's exactly the same. When I took some piano classes in college, for the 6 months I went there. But they teach you not to play left hand and right hand. You learn scales with both hands at the same time, because when your brain learns it differently and tries to learn it one at a time, it's going to be kind of like this kind of a thing, you know.
I see.
So if you learn it at the same time, it's never an issue. The same reason why when I get into a band and I learn songs and I learn them too, I can read music and I can read charts, but I don't learn by charts. I learn by ear. That way I don't have to think about it. So it's that kind of, you know.
Can you write music too? Do you really, when you're writing a new song?
When I write songs, I don't.
Okay, do you write anything down, or you do it?
I wrote lyrics and maybe a few chord changes on top, but I don't like notation. I don't tab anything. Or, you know.
Could you?
I could, but it's just a waste of time for me. I guess it depends who I'm trying to translate it to, who I want to see it. Most people I play with have an ear and
You stir.
I'll love to stir. Sir?
I'm doing all the work. Sorry.
No, I know.
My aunt complained I wasn't cooking enough on the show.
Okay.
So who's your favorite guitarist?
Do we need a little olive oil in here, maybe?
We do, because I didn't bring that.
Okay. That's all right. We have other ways.
Do they have olive oil? Somewhere, if I was olive oil, I'd be over here.
I think we're okay without it. If not, we can pour a little bit of the. There you go. There we go. There it is.
Perfect. There we go. So, I'm sorry, where was I? No, your favorite guitarist? Who's your favorite guitarist?
My favorite guitarist, there's so many. Depends what genre we're talking about.
Okay, so who's your favorite classical guitarist? Let's start there.
Tommy Emmanuel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which he plays everything.
Yeah.
But
see, I would have gone with Andres Segovia.
I'll go with, okay, that, and Al Di Meola is another huge favorite.
Jazz, Al's jazz. Al is amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever played with him or met him?
No, I have not. Went and saw him a few times.
Yeah, I've never seen him.
Never saw
I
him.
know he's around here somewhere. We need something to hold that with, because the edges, these get hot. Okay, so what about your vocal styling then? Who's your favorite vocalist?
God, that's a wide range of, we can go anywhere from Rob Halford to Chris Stapleton, to Lenny Kravitz to Bruno Mars. I mean, it's a huge spectrum of Jim Croce to James Taylor. I don't know, man.
I love Croce too. But who, you can pick say Robert Plant's my favorite vocalist.
Well, he's one of my favorite vocalists.
But he's one of your favorite vocalists.
I don't think if I had to go on a desert island and listen to one person sing for the rest of my life, I'd probably be like, okay, you need to go away. I'm done listening. So I can't pick a favorite because there's so many, man.
It'd be physical.
God, it could be Ronnie James Dio. It could be Robert Plant. It could be freaking Bill Withers. It could be Stevie Wonder. It could be James Brown. It could be Dyke and the Blazers. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so thanks for answering that question.
There's so many, man.
I guess we're moving on.
How about David Cassidy? There's my favorite.
David Cassidy, yeah. When I was
I'm going to go back to my favorite singer when I first started, because that's all I knew.
What was the first concert you saw?
My first concert was Pat Travers and Rush.
Oh, good concert. What tour?
And Rush.
What Rush tour was that?
Permanent Waves.
I saw that one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I take it back. Moving Picture. It was Moving Pictures.
Moving Pictures?
It was San Bernardino Swing Auditorium.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is looking pretty good right now.
Okay, what do we do next? You want to drain?
We're going to add some beans in there. Let's throw some onions and peppers in there.
Okay.
Let's get those going.
Little onion, little pepper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I said that wrong. Little onion. Onion. I can't remember the name of that cook.
That's looking good. That's looking sweet. And then so the mixture is every single kind of bean you could think of goes in it.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's crazy. I was like, Mom, why so many beans? She said, just don't ask questions.
Yeah, I would say something, but it's coming from your mom. So
yeah, me too.
I'm trying to be nice.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a crazy thing, and all the juices make this.
And if you're watching in Texas, okay, you're gonna write letters complaining chili doesn't have beans. You send them to this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, don't send them to me.
Hey man, this is not your average, ordinary, everyday chili. I can tell you right now.
He's on social media. You can write to him there.
We can add some of this.
I didn't know if you wanted to spice it up, because I brought the mild meat, figuring we could kick it up a notch if we wanted to with some spices. So we said oregano or Italian seasoning, so we did that.
Let's start throwing in some of these beans here.
Go, man, go. Let's go.
No time to waste.
So outside of music, what do you do for fun? You mentioned you were a huge baseball, and you still play. You still pitch.
I do. I'm a pitcher in a men's hardball league for the Long Beach Outlaws.
Oh wow! And that's a
Sunday thing, and I'm on the roster. I don't play every week, and my elbow can't handle it.
Yeah.
I am 60 years old, by the way.
Yeah.
Most 60-year-old pitchers don't get on a mound.
Really? And so bring the heat, man. Talk about your fastball.
Well, I used to have heat.
Yeah.
Now I just got some mild salsa. Well, here's the thing, man, because when I was a kid and I was in the high school, you try to throw as hard as you can, blow it by everybody. You're wondering why everybody's fucking hitting home runs off you all the time, right?
Right.
So you learn how to pitch. You learn how to mix speeds. You learn how to hit your locations in and out.
Yeah, so how's your slider? Did you have a slider?
That's probably my best pitch as a lefty to a right-hander. It works both for a right-hander and a left-hander. Right-hander, it goes in on them. I try to throw it inside.
Now, are you left-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Or are you just a left-handed throw? You're left-handed.
I'm a left-handed, and I had to learn how to play guitar right-handed because my older brothers did not want to change strings around to teach me guitar.
So you play.
But when I
right-handed.
air guitar, it feels very natural for me to get into an air guitar position.
I see.
Left-handed.
But on stage,
If I tried to put a guitar on left hand, which I've had, and I was like, you can't do it.
No. So you play right-handed.
We're gonna add. Okay, most chili does not have mushrooms in it.
Again. Send your letters of protest to Michael.
And I wish we could send just a taste to all our listeners. Just
I wish too,
like
man.
a spoonful. Like you're gonna get to that point where it's like subscribe, and we'll send you like a little Tupperware thing.
Yeah. Like, great idea.
It's like
Well, the plan is again at the end, to put out a cookbook too.
There you go. That would be super cool.
So I thought, that would be cool too.
And then these stewed tomatoes are a super great little. It adds all the juice.
My mom used to put those in. My mom put stewed tomatoes in her quote unquote chili too.
I think we got it all going except spices.
Okay.
The Fritos are the after.
Okay.
Little crunchy little sprinkles on top.
So I'm assuming your mom didn't add the Fritos. I'm assuming that was
a
later
session. Thing. Yeah, that was a later little
late night bong session, maybe.
Little late night bong. She would put on top of this. She'd put like a dollop of sour cream and Fritos on top.
Sour creams, dollop of sour creams.
Forgot that in the recipe.
Always good.
I'm
assuming the cilantro you're going to sprinkle on top too, correct?
Sure. Exactly. Mix that all in there.
And you said it was Italian Portuguese.
Yeah.
And so I got this. This was sent to me from my mother-in-law from Brazil. And this is a boot pepper.
Nice.
It's supposed to be like scorching hot. Okay. So just in case you wanted to kick it up a little bit more.
I love to kick stuff up.
We can add something. We can add a little bit of that.
Big fan of kicking.
Right on.
Big fan of kicking. How are we doing here? Look at this.
Looks good.
Man, that looks really good.
You have 3 adult children?
I have 2 daughters, and I have a stepdaughter. So my daughters are 27 and 24, and I also have a stepdaughter that's 24.
So you got her at 14?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Talk about attitudes. How'd you do?
Not well. Still here. They still love me. How about that?
Did music help you get through that?
It either helped me get through it or help kill it. Me and my first wife, Carol, who was a singer in an all-girl metal band from Canada called Stiletto. So she moved out here in 1992 when Hail Mary, my band that Leatherwolf transformed into Hail Mary. I had left the band. It just got a little too punk for me. And at the time, I was getting to Lenny Kravitz's first record and rediscovering the Beatles and Eagles. And I'm like, I want to play like some music. I don't want to be a punk rocker. It's not what I'm about. But the band morphed into that, and I found myself the singer in this angst post-metal 1992 trying to figure yourself out, right? And I was like, I'm going to back up and I'm going to do this other thing. That's when I went solo and started making my solo records. But she came in, there was an old club in Garden Grove called the Marquee. And we ran into each other after late night, and she was like, I saw your picture on a poster for a band I just auditioned for. And I'm like, really? You auditioned for Hail Mary? So we talked that night, and a good friend of mine, Lanny Cordola, who played in House of Lords. And
I know the name.
Lanny, great friend of mine. He's out and saving the world right now in Afghanistan and Pakistan. It's a whole nother world, whole nother story. But we'll get into that later. So he was getting her phone number because I can help you out, getting connected in the industry. And he's like, what's your number? And she's like, 949. And I looked over his shoulder and I caught it and I memorized it. And the next morning I called her. We stayed on the phone for 2 hours. And
oh, that's great.
We went and met at Huntington Beach, went and had some pizza and watched Eric Sardinas play at Perks. and just hit it off and started the band together. We were friends for like 3 months. Then it got romantic, and we had a family. Got married.
Right on.
So years go along, and
Shit happens.
we went that way and I went that way.
Yeah.
But we stayed close. She's my best friend to this day. My kids are super close to both of us. We got a really tight-knit family.
Nice,
so it's all still cool.
That's not always easy
No,
to
it's not.
keep
It's
together,
not.
man.
My
It takes a lot
new
of work.
wife and my ex-wife are really good friends.
Yeah.
And that helps a lot.
How long have you been married this time now?
Going on 10 years
10
in
years?
July.
10 years? That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been through some shit there.
Yeah.
So outside of music and family, what are you most proud of? What if someone said, Michael, what is your legacy? What would you say?
I don't know, man. I think it's probably that I've always tried to like stay true to what I do, what I am, and try not to be a sellout and treat people good and with respect and honor people, love people, do what you're gonna say you're gonna do, and be where you say you're gonna be, even if you're 20 minutes late.
Right. Hey, shit happens, man. Shit happens.
But
right?
I
Especially in
guess
Los
that's
Angeles,
it, man.
so.
I just try to be a man of my word and just to live an honorable life, and
That's really
hopefully-
important, and yeah, absolutely.
Try not to fuck people over along the way.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And things happen where you accidentally do that.
Right.
But when you do that, I've tried to make amends along the way, so that's important too. And I think that's kind of probably what I'm most proud of.
Right on. That's very admirable. Very admirable. It's always you always want to stay true to yourself and be a man of your word, or a human of your word, for that matter.
Right.
Doesn't matter what gender you are.
Right.
We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a male, by the way.
Okay. So am I.
Just in case you was wondering.
Well, the hair does kind of throw one off,
You know how many times we've been at a restaurant and the waiter will come behind me and my wife and goes, "Can I get you ladies anything?"
It still happens, huh?
Still happens all the time.
Oh, that is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Especially when the guy comes up and goes, "Can I get you ladies any?" Ah!
Yeah, he's trying to be all
Yeah,
suave.
exactly.
There's two
Oh, look
hot
at those
chicks
two hot
here,
chicks
right?
sitting there by
Yeah.
Get in on some of that.
So I know you got Hail Mary going on, and I know one of our first guests, Robbie Lochner,
Yeah.
who's sadly
Over there.
He's over here. This is heavy metal, and so demons and gremlins and Satan will appear. And some gremlins came up and ate that episode, and so we have to reshoot it. But I noticed you were a hired gun with Jack Russell's Great White there.
Yeah.
Do you play with anyone else?
No, I mean, I've been in my share of bands, tribute bands, doing the thing around, but I've been playing with Jack maybe 5-6 years on and off when Tony can't make a gig.
How'd you meet Jack? How'd that happen?
Well, I knew Jack from way back. We used to play with them way back in the day.
Yeah? Leatherwolf was playing with Great
Leatherwolf
White?
with Great White a few times at this club, the Dancing Waters Club in San Pedro.
Huh.
Troubadour, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
We've crossed paths quite a few times. But we had a mutual friend, Chuck Davis, said they were looking for someone to fill in for Tony when he couldn't make it. And actually, it started with Jack was doing a Zeppelin record.
Right.
Zeppelin record.
Yes.
And he called me up and asked me if I wanted to do play keyboards, guitar, and stuff for that.
Did you?
I did.
Are you on that one? I didn't know, because Sean McNabb's on that too.
No, it's a different one.
Oh, it's
the newest one. It's
the
called,
second
it's
one.
called Jack Russell's Great Zeppelin 2.
Okay, yeah. So were you on the first one?
No,
just
just
the
the last
second
one,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
But it was cool. I did all the keyboards,
Yeah,
all
that
the,
is
the
cool.
clavinet and trample underfoot and the recorder part and Stairway to Heaven and the string section and Kashmir and all that stuff.
Oh, right on. Very
yeah,
cool.
it was fun. It's
Yeah.
challenging, super challenging, but I'm always up for a challenge.
Well, yeah, John Paul Jones isn't simple.
No, it is.
You know,
Yeah. It's
Pretty complex stuff.
very complex. Yeah.
It's
Super
like
complex.
playing, a John Lord solo, right? Good luck.
Yeah, which I've tried to attempt to do and failed.
Okay, are we ready to go here?
Look at this.
I think, is that done?
I think so, man.
All right, so where can people go see you? What's up with Hail Mary, man? You guys got a record coming out or something?
Well,
or-
Hail Mary is an ongoing thing since 1992. So we've done a few things. We went last year. We went to Germany and did the Keep It True festival, which was cool. But the cool thing is we played all Leatherwolf songs.
Yeah.
because we can't actually use the name Leatherwolf because it's somehow taken.
Yes,
But,
I read
yeah.
about that. There was a rift in the band.
It's kind of taken.
Someone had a better lawyer than someone else.
No, I don't know why. We never lawyered up because
No?
it wasn't, it was like, whatever, dude. You want to have the name, go for it. Have fun with it. Well, it was, I was in, after the fallout, well, it wasn't a fallout, but when Leatherwolf turned into Hail Mary, we kind of wanted to switch gears because in 1990, everything changed. Like 1991, 92.
Yeah.
It's like, and we were considered like this passe kind of like, what do we do with them?
Right.
We left our contract on Island Records for our third option from advice from our manager at the time to go with MCA. So when we got out of our third option, which was a killer deal, we probably would have had a house or something.
Yeah.
Because there's that third option big money thing. We pulled out.
Right.
We went to the MCA. Everything changes. Grunge comes along, 1990. Everybody knows what happened at that time. MCA puts us on this demo deal for like a year and a half. They pass. Epic picks us up. We turn into Hail Mary. They string us along. No deal. And that's when I kind of went, I'm going to go do my solo thing.
Right.
So at that time, things fall apart. We all go in our own ways. We get this phone call from our old manager, Jennifer Perry, to do Ozzy's birthday party at the Troubadour. So that was our first time playing together for like 7 years, and we come back to do it. And at that time, the name gets picked up by a former member and copyrights the name.
I see.
And that's kind of where the shift happened.
Right.
We tried to we did a new record, New World Asylum, and it went really good. We went to Europe, it kind of all fell apart. Me and Dean carried on with Leatherwolf, did that for quite a few years. And I don't know if I need to go into all the details, but I fell out, and Dean's continuing on with all new guys doing Leatherwolf. So it's not me, Jeff, and Carrie. Me, Jeff, and Carrie have Hail Mary. And
Dean and
a bunch of great guys. Great friend
Rob
of mine.
Math.
Rob Math's a great friend of mine.
Yeah,
Luke,
yeah.
Man, all great guys.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Keith, singer, great singer. It's a great band. Great,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
they
gonna
are.
dog that at all, but
Yeah.
the path of it didn't go the way it was supposed to, right? I just think it's like the best value for a band, especially 40, 45 years later, when all original guys are still alive and capable. Let's just do that. Isn't that the best product? Isn't that what people want to see?
It is. It is. But
do you want to see just the drummer with a bunch of other guys, or do you want to see the guys who sang it and played it? And how about we all do it together? Whatever. It's all good. I'm happy. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah. And when we're happy, I gotta say, as a fan, we're happy because now we got two kick-ass bands.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like when Mustaine was fired from Metallica, everyone cries. I'm like, the fuck you crying about, dude?
Yeah. Now
we got Metallica and we got Megadeth.
Now you got two.
What the hell's wrong with you people? Okay, now we got Leatherwolf and we got Hail Mary.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Okay, dude, I'm telling you again, I saw your set at the Garden Amp at the LA Gates, a metal festival. And I'd never seen you before. I grew up in Minnesota. You guys were more of a Southern California, West Coast band. Never heard of you before. Totally blew me away.
Wow, thanks.
Totally. The music, it was, I know you were playing an old Leatherwolf set, but the music sounded so fresh and so alive and so energetic. And Kerry is a phenomenal guitar player.
For sure.
He is a phenomenal guitar player.
Takes it very seriously.
You can tell he
really
is
good.
amazing.
Super
you guys
solid.
get a chance to get out there and
Super
see
solid.
Hail Mary,
Super solid.
you want to go see him.
Super solid.
Yeah, that was amazing. So do you have any gigs coming up?
Hail
Any
Mary
music
does
coming
not
out?
have.
Anything?
We're collaborating via online. Everything is throwing tracks together. We're putting a new record together.
Okay.
It's like a soup right now.
Or a chili?
Yeah, or chili. That's basically what it is. Carrie lives in Carrie lives in Costa Rica.
Oh,
Marco
really?
lives in Whitefish, Montana.
Oh, God.
Pat Guyton is a very accomplished artist who has a lot of his own galleries. The Patrick Guyton Gallery in Laguna Beach, and all over the country he's got these galleries. And I'm local and Jeff's local, but everybody's so scattered.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. When we get together, it's like everybody comes out for a week and it's band camp. and it takes up like the week of your life.
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
do a gig.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
But so you are putting songs together remotely, and
yeah.
So who mixes? Who engineers mixes? your
Marco
stuff?
Forconi, who lives in Whitefish, Montana. He's got a studio up there. He moved up there, got this great house on this river.
Nice.
It's got it going on. It's got like 9 acres. I go up there every once in a while. We hang and
You fish and hunt?
don't do either, but we go on a boat and we try. But
At least catching a
what
buzz.
we do have, he's got 9 acres in his backyard. He built a frisbee golf course.
Oh,
You know, we cut down all these pine trees. He has these pullers and chainsaws, and we made a course, a 9-hole frisbee golf course. And then
Right
he's
on.
got this fire pit that's probably as big as this room. And we put all the wood in there. We made this fire. And it's a funny story. Last time I was there, we put on Van Halen 2 in the studio. It was blasting, so you could hear it outside during this fire, and it was on rotation for like 5 times. I got on a plane the next day and went home. When I got home, I got a ping on my phone. Eddie Van Halen died. He's probably dying when we were playing that Van Halen 2 on repeat for like 5 hours. It was just crazy how
Yeah,
the
it
cosmic
is nuts.
universe
Yeah.
works like that.
Cosmic.
Yeah.
Eddie,
Cosmic
we love you. We miss you, Eddie.
Yes, we do, man. One of
Man,
the things.
no shit.
Certain people change the direction of music. You know, I was talking about this the other day with my wife. Like, you know, Elvis comes along and kind of like the Beatles and, you know, maybe the
Hendrix.
Stones and Hendrix, you know, and that hippie vibe and Sabbath and Eddie Van. So there's only like 5 or 6 people that really changed the course of these directions of genres and influences of people. When you think about that tree.
Right.
That oak, you know, it's like this big oak, but it's like this foundation of these solid, like, killer entities of music, and it just branched out into the tree, just went whoosh, you know, it's everywhere, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it'd be really cool
Yeah.
if somebody put a timeline together of the beginning of music and went and like had like the whole thing.
Yeah, it would be cool. Yeah, it would be.
When I was a
agree.
kid,
Yeah.
I went to Anaheim. They took me to a field trip when I was in second grade. It was at Melody Land. It was in Anaheim. It's not there anymore, but they had these. It was a play of how music started, and it was a timeline of how music
Oh,
started.
very
And
cool.
it started with these Indians blowing into these reeds of grass, and they figured if you cut the grass shorter, it makes a higher note. And then they put it into these bamboo tubes, and they put the reeds in there, blew holes, and music just evolved. And
Right on.
how it just got to where it is. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
discovery or invention, but
And someone-
especially how the major scale works together. When you put the circle of fifths together, how mathematical and
Yeah.
perfect it is.
It is all mathematics.
It's like, whoa, where did that come from?
Yes.
It's pretty mind blowing. That's
Yeah.
what's so fascinating about music. No matter how much you learn, there's always more to learn. That's what's great about
God,
music.
that is awesome. That is awesome. And that is a great place to end, if I do say so myself. I do want to apologize to Billy Sheehan. We ran out of time, and so we did have to bump him.
I apologize to Billy. Sorry it took so much time talking about this stuff that you're probably not going to even care about, but I love you. I'm inspired by you, the greatest bass players on the face of the earth. When I'm talking about people that inspire people, you're one of those, man. You're a legend, and hope to meet
Yeah.
you someday.
So thanks, Billy.
I
And
got something for you, though.
we'll get you next time.
I
What
got
do we got? What do
something.
we got?
Brett, for having me on the show, I wanted to bring a little gift for you. And you want to come
All
empty-handed?
future guests, pay attention
Pay
to this.
attention to what we got. We got some care packages. Okay, so it all started off with I didn't bring any of the Leatherwolf stuff, so I'm sorry. Don't.
That's okay,
So it started off
understandable.
with my first solo record, "Goodbye Rain." Here, so
Right
I'm gonna
on.
do that. Just want to give you my box set collection.
Yeah, this is awesome.
And then it went into I put a band together with a bunch of great musicians here. KK Martin from A La Carte. Remember A La Carte?
Yeah.
Tom Crucier played all the bass tracks on Scorpion's Blackout record.
Wow.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
It's
everyone
Rachel.
knows that. Yeah.
Yeah. Buzzy James, Paul Wilson, Dan Lucette, EV plays harmonica for social
that's
distortion and
awesome.
whatnot.
Yeah.
And then we did another mob record, and then I added a couple girls, Trish Burke and Dawn Waldman Saylor.
Girls
That's
are
pretty
always
cool.
nice,
This
yes.
is the latest record. Take a listen to that. We just filmed the video on the beach for one of these songs on just last Sunday.
Okay.
This is an EP I did I played piano, and I had a cello player and a violin player
Oh
play
my
along
God.
with me. So it's 5 songs, but it's live, no
Dude.
edits, no nothing. It's
Dude, this
pretty
is
humble.
awesome.
And this is the latest Hail Mary thing. So that's what we're talking about, this Hail Mary. These songs were recorded in 1992.
Oh my
so
God.
these are older tunes, although
Yeah.
we recorded an older song and just re-released it. It's called Media Lobotomy.
Yeah.
There's
So
a
I've
new
seen that.
video.
Yeah, I've seen
so
that.
That's a new recording.
Yeah, that's
so,
a great.
So that's, and no cooking could be complete without Michael Olivieri refrigerator magnet bottle opener. Unfortunately, these days nothing is metal and it does not attach to anything.
But we do have some beer to open.
But it would open it. No, it doesn't even stick to that.
Yeah, he
But
tried.
what it is good for, because no cooking can be complete
This is awesome, dude. Thank you.
without.
Without a beer. There we go. See?
There you go.
You want to buy one of those? Head to his site. Are you on Bandcamp?
I've been to band camp once.
This one time at Bandcamp,
I'm not on
I
band
sat
camp.
on a bass.
You know, I got to be honest, my social media skills are horrible.
Yeah.
So I got somebody like going, he came over and he goes, dude, I love your band. Your social media skills are horrible. I'm fixing that for you. So we're on top of that. Everything's getting fixed.
Great.
We're like so unbrandable with the name Olivieri. So it's like, no one can spell it. No one can remember it. So
Yeah.
MOB is a lot easier. Unfortunately, that stands for a lot of things.
It does.
So, but it does not stand for Michael Olivieri Band, only if you're looking for Michael Olivieri Band. But there you go, that's for you.
All right, thank you
Put it
so
on the
much.
refrigerator,
Thank
huh?
you.
Yeah.
All right, now is the time we
Yeah.
sign the jacket and eat.
Yeah.
All right, is that good? Is that good? All right, you can sign anywhere you want. I don't care. Front, back, side, arms, shoulder.
I'm gonna go right here.
Right there?
I'm gonna go right. Yeah, I'm gonna go right here.
Okay.
It's a hard name to spell when you're signing. I usually just do this like
A lot of
that,
letters.
and I just do this,
Yeah. Just go, oh, shh.
and I do.
Yeah.
Make sure there's 3 dots.
Right?
Well,
Right on.
That's how you know it's me with 3 dots. How many people have 3 eyes in their name?
Not that many.
Only fake Italians from Puerto Rico do. I'll tell you that's who.
I love it. Man. All right, this is smelling really good. So we're going to eat.
You want to know what the sweeter like? What calls it mayor? We want to want mayor. Who's doing some, we all went to the school.
Do you
But-
play the sitar?
Yeah, but a sitar can accent a song.
That's fucking complicated as hell, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
What's your favorite instrument?
Well, guitar.
Guitar?
Piano. The emotion, I don't know what
Emotions?
it is. Sometimes it make you feel like something, and like whether it be happy, sad, angry. And it's hard to say which instrument because a lot of instruments can do that. It's one of those who's your favorite guitar player kind of questions.
See, it's only musicians that can answer these. Okay, because every fan can answer this question. Are you guys just trying to be nice to everyone all the time? Because you never know if you're going to end up playing with them, or...
Like, how can I call myself a metalhead when all my favorite things are not metal? But I
with,
love
like, Chris
heavy
Squire.
metal, and
Right,
I love the power, and I love what it does.
Yeah.
If I have to start picking apart and say, well, my favorite thing of this and this and this and this, I'm like, holy shit, none of it's metal.
For
That
sure,
year was a
man.
crazy year.
I mean, that made... Yeah, I was devastated when he
Think
was
about
fired.
that year. Bon Scott gone. Brian Johnson takes over.
Yeah, and that's right. Back in Black came out, too.
John Bonham dies. Led Zeppelin's done.
Led Zeppelin's done.
Ozzy Osbourne comes back. Black Sabbath comes with Ronnie James Dio. New wave British heavy metal explodes. Iron Maiden's coming on the scene. Everything changed.
Yep.
1980, 81.
Yeah, I remember that.
Crazy,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. I remember Back in Black.
Shift
yeah.
in the polar. I think the polar shift went like.
Yeah, I think so. It had to have, man. All of a sudden, it got really heavy.
And all of a sudden, like Iron Maiden comes along, and everything you thought you liked was like, what?
Yeah.
Everything changed, right? We played this club called Woodstock in Anaheim, 1982. Slayer, Metallica, and Leatherwolf all played on the same bill. We were all
Wow.
playing Iron Maiden covers.
Wow. That had to have been a hell of a show, though.
Metallica was further along with their original thing, but
Yeah.
they threw in some Maiden. All right, well, let's do some acoustic Leatherwolf, I guess, right?
Sure.
think of you when I close my eyes. Your starry image seems to hypnotize my vision lines. I know your game. Without your love, it won't be the same. I'd run, I'd hide away. I'd run just to stay away. I'd run, I'd hide away. I'd run just to stay away from you. Just to stay far from you. It's not too late to see the light. I could be wrong, or I could be right. Been to your well, then it's run dry. Won't shed a tear, no, I will not cry. I'd run, and I'd hide away, and I'd run just to stay away. And I'd run, and I'd hide away, and I'd run just to stay away from you, just to stay far from you, to stay far from you. Ooh, I'd hide away, I'd run away just to stay far from you.
Love it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good job. Excellent.